And I need these guys to get refitted. Can we get refit? The enemy has managed to recapture the Danish capital. The setback caused us to lose the 50 morale points that we gained. Alright. The Finnish Prime Minister has resigned and transferred power to a pro-communist administration. Wow, okay, so that's terrible. Alright, I like the British battle group, so I'm going to refit the other guys, refit the other guys as well. Alright, so send orders. Wow, they're hitting me really hard. Using a lot of bombs and all that kind of stuff. Using political points. Alright, so I'm going to continue to rest. What can I bring in? Let me see some of these. Do they have some decent tanks? Chaparrals are nice. Abrams are excellent. Let's look at the German deck. Okay, so not very tank heavy. But I like this. I need more points. And right now I do not have enough. Wow, okay. I think I'm gonna sit back and hit them later. Sure, that's nice. Let's try and do some refit of our guys. Continue to refit our guys. Wow, okay, so all their guys are congregated up here. I'm gonna try and take a shot using some political points. Let's look at a strike and air raid. Let me see. They'll be neutralized for 24 hours. Alright, naval bombardment. You'll lose 2 morale points. Commando raid, immobilized for next day, aerial cover. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, so we're gonna remove the enemy air raids. Camouflage. Mine layer. Interesting. I think the naval bombardment and the air raid seems like the best choice for me to lose the airport and harbor, but I'm gonna wait for the US deck, so I'm gonna try and refit. So what I have learned is I should not have retreated my guys. Commandos are in, sure, behind the enemy lines. I just need my guys to be refitted. So you guys rest. Think I can rest up for one more day. So I think the game will end once either side reach the maximum morale points. Right, the first number indicates the morale strength of your alliance. The second number indicates the limit to reach to make the enemy alliance fall down politically. Alright, so let's rest up. Then we're gonna use our British deck. But before that, they're gonna hit us with a motorized regiment. So let's give it a try. Well, this is a pretty intensive game, much longer than I had anticipated the game to be, and I certainly did not expect the game to be done in such a way. Feels more like a Total War game rather than a Airland battle kind of game. So I'm gonna try out the same plan, hold 2 parts of the area, and I'm not gonna try too hard because the Sheridans are not too strong, and we have used up all of our Sheridans. Really? Can bring in 2 more Sheridans. I'm gonna move my command vehicle over there. Bring in some infantry this time around. Some bunch of guys to cover the area. Gonna bring in some AA. These guys should be the main AA that I'm gonna use. Get some support. Some ITOs would be very nice. in squads of 2. Alright, so I'm gonna bring in some more logistics to cover the use of the ITOs and stuff. So let's launch the game. Alright, let's take up some strategic positions. And one point to note is that this time around I do not have much vision. So I'm gonna be pretty vulnerable. I'm gonna try and bring in some rangers as a precaution, but I'm not sure if they will be enough. Let's try and swing them here and here, if I can. Alright, let's try and take up strategic positions in the cities over here. Sheridans. Alright, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and deny them a win. Because in the campaign map, I see that they have, I think, 4 times the activation points as I have. So I'm going to deny them a win instead of trying to make a push, because I don't think I can win. The aircraft is pretty good. Let's take a look at the aircraft. I think the Fighting Falcon is nice. The Weasleys are pretty good to support. Everything is pretty good around here, but they are very expensive and I don't think I have enough points to bring the stuff that I want. Alright, so we see a enemy vehicle over here.
Okay, we'll get there as fast as we can.
Looks like they are really coming in.
Let's rock and roll.
ITOs by the back. My other ITOs by the side.
Clear, out.
Gonna stop the Sheridans here. Alright, so it looks like that particular vehicle was a CV. So I'm definitely gonna try and give chase. Alright, let's swing you up a bit further. Let's move you up. Can we find the CV? My whole brain is screaming CV right now. Alright.
Let's rock.
I don't think this is the CV. Wow, this is a CV, but it's a T80U. It's a T80U as a CV. Alright. So I have no chance. There is no chance at all. Let me see if I can deal some damage using my Nighthawk. Nighthawk have pretty good stealth, but they have no ECMs. But the Nighthawk is pretty good. Let's see if we can snipe the T80. Let's try and take a shot over here. I think this is the T80. So as long as we can get vision before our riflemen are destroyed, we should have a chance. Can we do that? Wow, that's a large explosion. Unfortunately, I think we missed. Let's make a second run once we can. They are pushing right up the north. So since they're pushing up to Charlie and Bravo, I'm going to try my best to hold the area with my toes behind. Get more recon. I'm tempted to bring in another Nighthawk. And by tempted, I mean I'm going to bring in another Nighthawk. Let's unload the guys over here. So let's unload my recon, which happen to be the Rangers. Let's bring another recon squad. Some cheap recon. Alright, so this is my T80. The damage is not very damaged, unfortunately. Let's hope my
Where do you
Night
need us,
Hawk
sir?
can get a better shot. Come on. Let's pick out the T80. It'll be very nice for us. Right, so it's stunned, but it missed. Oh wow, so we have done pretty much a lot of damage. Once my other Nighthawk is ready, I'll send him out. Right, I've seen some units over here, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if we can bring in some ADGMs. Looks like there are no ADGMs. Let's bring in some multi-purpose guys. And some ITOs. I might just bring in planes constantly. Alright, so let's swing these guys back up.
Moving out.
Alright, so let's take the
Target in
TADU.
sight. Adjusting aim.
And if we can take out these guys together, that might be nice. Right, Nighthawk coming in. Let's hope for a good shot. Alright.
Order, sir.
Wow, okay, that's a pretty good shot. Even though we missed the TADU, I'm gonna call that a good hit. Done a fair bit of damage.
Someone
I'm gonna scoot my guys up further. Further up front. Let's move them up. Sheridans are still holding the area. Let's see if we can bring in another plane. These guys are good against aircraft. Cluster bombs might be useful, but not against the T80. So let's bring in Weasley and try and hit the T80. I'm gonna bring another recon. If our Weasley do not hit, our Nighthawk will definitely hit. Really? Alright, so you guys evac. These guys are planes and serious planes. So let's bring in some more Stinger squads. So let's move our Rangers a little more forward. We have now destroyed Echo.
If the enemy is
So
in
let's
range,
go in.
so are we.
Let's move our Sheridans up. Stinger squads up. Our recon vehicle
Spotted
up.
something?
Alright, so our other recon vehicle is behind.
Scouts ready, sir.
12 more minutes. I think the AI is playing in a way that's similar to Total War. They are not pushing very much. They are sitting back. So it is a little disappointing because the game forces you to play as the attacker. Yep, as I mentioned, the game forces you to play as the attacker even though you are the defender.
Ready to go.
Evac. Evac my guys. Try and shoot down the aircraft over here. Can we shoot down the aircraft? Seriously?
Wilco, out.
Alright, looks like our anti-aircraft weaponry is pretty
Firing position.
terrible.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
Alright, let's bring in more riflemen. Really? You guys need to shoot down the aircraft, man. Come on. Come on, take a couple of shots. Nice, 180 points.
Setting
Let's
up
go
a
to the
280
middle.
position there.
Come on, 3 guys against 1. I'm sure you can win. Nicely done. Let's bring in some eagles of my own to take out the aircraft.
Sir, yes, sir.
So I'm left with bring the F4G. It's pretty good overall. The Fighting Falcon is nice as well. Let's see what kind of stuff
Enemy
they
is
bring in,
range, so are
and
we.
we'll react accordingly. It looks like we've done well this time round. A cautious push instead of a mad rush.
Someone called.
So let's go forward. Let's scoot forward again. Bring up the Sheridans. I'm still not sure what this is. Well, it looks like we have spotted a lot of stuff. Question is whether we can bring in enough to take them out. What's this? Alright, so we have... Alright, so it looks like this is some sort of crazy vehicle. Let's see if we can take a shot. So I'm going to sacrifice my vehicles over here, hoping to draw the fire away from my other stuff. Alright, evac. Take a shot. Come on. Alright, that's nice. So we've taken out an AA gun.
Yes, sir.
So bring up the toes.
We'll give him your regards, sir.
Bring out the Stinger squads.
Speed up, driver. We're in a hurry.
These guys seem to be stunned, so I'm gonna
Okay, we'll get there
move
as
forward
fast as we can.
my infantry and hope that they do not get a shot off.
The only good enemy is a dead enemy.
Alright, start moving in.
We'll
My
go.
resupply. Alright, 8 more minutes to go. I think we should be able to get a draw. I don't think we can get a outright victory.
At your orders, sir.
Come on. Oh wow, so this is another TAD.
It always
I think
comes down to the infantryman and his
these
rifle.
guys have obviously much more resources than
I'm all ears.
my team over here. So let's see, let's move on cautiously. Try and get a couple of shots.
On our way, sir.
Alright, so let's try and get a couple of shots in. Bring in some more aircraft. Try and get a shot
I'm making an attack
off.
run.
I don't think the Eagle is suited for ground attack. So I'm gonna swing the Eagle away. So let's unload my guys over here. Let's push for the forest. Alright, so unfortunately my Eagle is gonna fly to the right into the AA. We have another gun over here.
It's spotted us.
So let's do that. My Eagle has got to take out the MiG. Unfortunately, we lost a
Rain
plane.
down on them crawlers.
Let's try and take out the MiG.
We got them, sir.
Let's try and take this out instead. Can we do that? Where's our Nighthawk? Alright, so our Nighthawk has fired.
Why does it always have to be me?
Another TADB.
Weapons, locked and loaded.
Alright, let's go in front. I think we will lose the TADB. So let's try as hard as possible not to lose the game.
You got something for me?
This game feels like a campaign kind of game, a lot of attrition.
Okay.
Alright, so let's
Get
go
there
in.
as fast as we can. Not my
We
way.
are pretty behind, I think.
Lead me. All of you. Get out of my way.
Let's take out the Euro trucks. I think they may be carriers for some infantry.
Speed up, driver. We're in a hurry.
Alright, let's move the cargo trucks upwards.
Transportation
Bring
will
this
ready
guy
for your
upwards.
orders, sir.
Alright, so it looks like we have lost most of our ground forces. Wow, they brought in another TADU. Wow, these guys are amazing. Having to deal with a couple of TADUs is enough, but seeing TADUs being brought in non-stop, it just makes me pretty speechless.
Someone
Let's
need
try
a
and
guardian angel?
take out these guys over here. TADUs, try and get a couple of shots. Let's bring in our tow vehicles.
Someone call for cab?
Alright, that's a nice shot. by the Sheridans. Alright, so let's try and move attack. I don't think we should try. I think we'll be shot down.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
I'm gonna try and take out the TAD. I think I'm gonna take out this, the lower hanging fruit. Oh, these guys mean business, man. The TADUs are the most powerful tanks in the game. And in a multiplayer game, you want to make sure that you have all the right weapons, right units to take out the TADU. Alright, there is a very long missile, long A missile. So right, these guys are almost destroyed. Let's try and get them completely destroyed.
What's up, sir?
Can we do that? Let's bring in some infantry. I spot another TDU.
At the ready, sir.
We are all out of range. So let's move attack. Flank them from the back.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Alright, some motor shoki. We're gonna miss the TDU because we lost vision. So let's continue to move up. Alright. I think the TADU is almost out of ammunition. Alright, so let's continue pushing forward. This is the TADU command vehicle.
Give 'em hell, boys.
It's moving really fast. Alright, so the motor shoki is done. So can we take out guys over there? Alright, so let's try and take out the guys over here. Let's try and take out the TADB. My guys are taking a really long time to fire the TAD. Come on. Move nearer. Get a bit closer. I'm seeing a UAZ. CV over here. We can get in front. A little nearer. We can get a shot at the CV. 2 more minutes to go. We've done pretty well. Let's take a shot using our ITOs. Come on. Right, that's good. Another BTR using our ITOs. Bring in some more cargo vehicles. Alright, so I think the TAD is over here. Alright, the books. The A is moving out. If only we had a bit more time, we would be able to deal much more damage.
What are your orders, sir?
I think the time given is a little short.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, so let's stop the cargo trucks.
We're engaged.
I'm going to use the MT APCs to locate the TD. Sheridans are being hit real hard. Let's hope he gets a bit more support. Alright, so I'm going to move my guys in again. Here. My ITOs will go to the bottom.
Go ahead, over.
This is pretty intense. I mean, I really want to win the game and I just feel like I lack a lot of resources and I lack the appropriate resources to win.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Let's move in again. Let's try and find out
Changing position.
where the TD is. Stinger squads will move down. Cargo back up. 50 seconds. 45 seconds.
Platoon is formed and ready.
Alright, so I'm pretty vulnerable on the left. But I think the AI has no idea. Alright, so let's continue to push for the next 25 seconds.
Trouble.
We are still ahead in terms of points. Pretty well gained. Pretty well done.
Closing on him, sir.
Alright, so let's continue to push in. Let's continue to do that. Let's unload our guys.
Have the binoculars, Corporal.
Let's unload more of our guys. And that's a draw again. That's a little fortunate for us. I don't think we lost the region in the campaign map. So carry on tomorrow. Yep. We are pretty okay. That's day 10.